Something that I have sought to articulate in my writing and in my work is that we are deeply entangled. We are a relationship. And what shifts within us, what lives within us, has implications and impacts on the relational web of everybody that we are connected to, and indeed beyond, what we can see. And so many of us through the course of the COVID years have undergone personal transformation of some kind. In the course of personal transformation, one of the things that's always interesting and challenging is having your transformation recouple with your family or with your kind of developmental friendships or whatever it is, bringing it back down and into the things that can feel like they haven't undergone the same thing you've undergone, or things aren't moving. This is one of the particularly challenging properties of being somebody who's undergoing transformation at this time, is the sense that I'm doing this work, I'm doing this trauma healing work or what have you, and everything else seems to be in stasis. Like my family or whoever seem to be in stasis. Nothing seems to be moving. And what I have experienced is the recognition that things are moving, things are changing. Sometimes it can take years and years and years of it not seeming like anything's happening until it does. And it's not necessarily about you being responsible for that change occurring. You might just be the witness for something playing out that has its own timeline, its own destiny. And that's probably a really helpful way of relating to the transformation and healing of other people in your life, is that it's not something you can control. It's not something that you necessarily have active agency in, but you also do, because you're entangled. And insofar as I exist as a person for somebody else, they have a map of me. And that is part of their map of reality, of the world, of what is possible. If I then undergo significant change or transformation within myself, that person has to update their map of reality. And so even if they are not changing, their world has changed. And that always, I think, necessitates on some level a recognition that things are not as fixed as we might always think. And in some ways, these stirrings that occur within us, the breaking open of the ancestral traumatic lineages that many people are undergoing, there are kind of non-visible ways in which that impacts others and impacts up and down the existing family lineages and structures. So you really offer the gift of being yourself and courageously undergoing it yourself and being as transparent and honest and loving as you can in articulating and expressing that to the other people in your life who you're connected with and entangled with, without demanding or expecting the change from them.